Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, everyone else want to succeed, be happy, prosper, achieve their desired goals and results. That's with everybody, without any sort of exception. Now, some of the people succeed in getting all that, while many of the people they fail to do that. So, those who don't succeed, talk to them. They will be found saying that I don't have enough time because I'm too busy. I don't have enough resources because I'm not a rich person. I'm not that much qualified person. I'm not that much intelligent person. I'm not well connected person. I don't have the resources, neither the financial nor other types of it. So this is the reason that I am failing. I'm unable to succeed. I'm unable to shine and to bright, dear friends and fellows. Our today's discussion is for all those people who think like this, who behave like this, and after a very careful consideration, after plenty of research, we have come to a conclusion that there are 12 habits 12 habits. The people who feel and think like this one needs to say goodbye, and if at all they succeed in saying goodbye to these 12 habits, they will not complain anymore that they are lacking the resources, they are lacking the financial and other resources, human resources, they are lacking the time to succeed. Rather, they will think that I do have anything else and everything else which is needed to be a successful, to be a happier, to be a bright person. So after that much of the research, we have found, we have identified 12 items which a person needs to say goodbye. And now let's look upon each of those 12 items one by one. First of all, it is multitasking. We need to avoid the multitasking. Our brain is not wired for that at all. It does not, it cannot do well. It cannot do well. Generally, generally speaking, it cannot do well. Many things are more than one thing at the same time, not even the two things at the same time. So our mind is designed and wired for the mo- monotasking, not the multitasking, trying to do one thing at a time. And now the number two is that is procrastination. We need to avoid the multitasking. We need to avoid the procrastination. Procrastination means keep deferring the things which are important to do. Keep deferring the things which are important to do. Not to defer it, not to postpone it. Try our level best to do it on time and not to delay it at all. So that is very, very important. And make any mechanism but try to do the thing at this mean timely coping mechanism for you know negative feeling. And coping, this is also avoiding the procrastination is a coping mechanism for negative feeling. Now the third thing which we need to avoid, we need to say goodbye, is neglecting self care. you know Neglecting self care. And many of the people think that I won't be able to complete my task because if at all I go for the self care is very important. It increases our productivity, our level of productivity. So for this reason we cannot afford to do this self care. We cannot afford to undo, avoid, or ignore this self care. We must be doing the self care, which is very important indeed. Coping mechanism for negative feeling. And neglecting self-care. Number four, it is living in the past or in the future. Many of the people are seen regretting about their past. Why did it happen? Why didn't that thing happen? Why I didn't do this thing? Why did I do that thing? I think there are lots of mistakes in the life of everyone else. All what is needed by us is that we need to learn. We need to learn from our mistakes. That is the number one thing. And then after that, we need to plan for the future. Nothing beyond that at all. Neither to live in the past nor to live in the future. Rather to focus on our today. Rather to focus upon our present. Because if at all the present is a good one, my present, your present is a good one, our past will automatically become good one, because whatever mean today will become yesterday, and then what our future will become good one as well, because we are doing very well. How come our future will not be a good one? So that is, not to live in the past, not to live in the future. Now the fifth is constantly checking social media. There are people who are seen always busy. Most of the time they're busy in the social media. I think that is not a good thing at all. Social media up to a very limited extent is okay, and beyond that limit it is no, it is totally absolutely unhealthy. So I think that we should be social media, and I'm not saying that we need to totally quit it, but at least we need to contain the usage of it. Now the sixth is perfectionism. Many of the people are of the view that I need to do this thing in a perfect manner, and these people are never succeed in doing anything else, because that is something which is totally and absolutely impracticable. Absolutely impractical. So what is practical? I think that not only the perfectionism, we shouldn't be aiming even the excellence. Then you will be surprised that why am I saying this thing? Apparently it seems very nonsense. Yes, we can become excellent, but the formula, the way forward is different. Simply we need to focus on improvement. I need to have a better day as compared to my yesterday. I want to do this thing in a slightly better manner as compared to what I did, previously. So that is all what is needed, and that is all what is enough on perfectionism. Now, the seventh is avoiding difficult tasks. Avoiding difficult tasks. We cannot afford to avoid the difficult tasks. Actually, these difficult tasks are the things which can make us a successful person. So, not to avoid it. Although I'm not in favor of setting the impractical goals, the unrealistic targets. I'm not in favor of that, but despite all that, we cannot afford to avoid the difficult tasks. The difficult tasks are actually which takes us forward, which makes the breakthrough. So we cannot afford to avoid the difficult tasks at all, and we can make it somewhat easy. We can make it somewhat easy by preparing it well, by planning it well, by thinking it well, by seeking the help of by doing everything which is needed. We can make it easy, or we can make it doable. And now the eighth is, the eighth is not planning and prioritizing well. Not planning and prioritizing well. We need to plan well, we need to prioritize well. As for the planning is concerned, we can have a to-do list. As for planning is concerned, we can have a to-do list. All the things which needs to be done should be enlisted within a month, within a week, and then we need to prioritize them. Of course, how can we do that? We can prioritize them by, by writing a in front of all those tasks which are important and urgent at the same time. Now find out the things which are important but not urgent, then write b in front of them. Then find out the things which are not important but the urgent, write c in front of these things. Then there is another category of the thing which are neither important nor urgent. We can write the D in front of all these. So, dear friends and fellows, I think this is all what is needed by each one of us, and not planning and prioritizing well. Now, the ninth is failing to delegate or ask for help. Failing to delegate or ask for help. I think delegation, we can't do everything else with our own hand. We definitely need the help. We can delegate the things. We can hire the people to do certain things, and we can also hire we can hire the we can take the help of consultancy of the experts, professional help. So I think without this, we can't move forward. That is also something which we need to say, which we need to keep in mind. And now the tenth and the last is underestimating the power of small steps. Small steps, if at all, these are done on a regular basis in a sequence. These are very, very useful, terrific, can take us to success, can even guarantee our success. Small steps, if at all these are taken regularly, it matters a lot. Never ever underestimate or ignore the power of the small steps. So these are the 10 things which are very, very important for each one of us. For all the people who want to shine, who want to become bright, who want to live well, who want to live happily, who want to succeed. Thank you very much.